So we're on top of the control bunker, from what I can tell. Let's see if we can get this door open. Yes, we can. Ooh, shit. This building is huge. We are just leaving the small town of Green River, Utah, which, from what I can tell, is just made up of truck stops and restaurants and hotels. And we are 13 minutes away to the Green River Launch Complex. This is where they launched missiles from 1964 to 1975, and there was 241 missile launches. And this base was a small outlier from the White Sands missile range down in New Mexico. So they launch the missiles from here, and then they land in the test range near White Sands. It's been abandoned for quite a while. A friend of mine who was in the Army said they used to do exercises out here, or maybe still do, but I haven't seen any of that. I was out here 2 Octobers ago, and it was completely different conditions. Today is 82 degrees. Last time I was here, it was below freezing for much of the day. The wind was extreme. It was a very dramatic time to try to check this out. I was gonna try to make a video then, but unfortunately the weather was just too unpleasant to make anything happen. I did make a short reel for Instagram and stayed overnight, and that was it. I absolutely love Cold War, or any history really, but Cold War history is super fascinating for me because I was born in '88. Cold War ended 3 years after that, and so I don't really know much about it firsthand. All I know is from what I've read and watched videos and heard from people who were alive during that time. I know there was a lot of fear from nuclear war, launching missiles at each other, mutual assured destruction, and all that loveliness. Let's get this drive over with and we'll get to the base. Looks like we have it to ourselves currently. Yes! That's always the best. So we're going to check out the control bunker first, and it's the evening, so hopefully anybody else that arrives, we beat them. Go side, girls? All right, let's go check this out. And straight in they go. Careful, girls. All right. Look at this. So instead of burying the wires and cables and whatever, they just put them in these unique little above ground paths. I think that would probably just make it easy to change things out, move them around, adjust. That way you don't have to dig up the wires every time. And then they have it covered with all this corrugated metal so that if anything went wrong, things are somewhat protected. You can see over there, that is a garage type of thing. It would move, it was climate controlled, and it would slide over the missile, and then when the missile was ready to launch, they'd slide it off, put the missile upright, launch it. That thing was climate controlled, so it had AC and all that stuff in it so that they could be comfortable and in a somewhat controlled environment. Hi, Xena. What's that? Xena's turned into a pretty good adventure pup. Still working on listening. Oh, that's a big hole. Dang. All right. So as you can see, everything's been gutted out of here. Just a big old panel. Nothing useful. Except the metal. And somebody had a field day in here. These are obviously like computer racks here. All taken out, of course. Xena! I do worry about having the dogs walk around in here, but they should be okay. They got pretty tough paws. That's some thick glass. So this looks like some sort of control room, office, something. These look like desks. Careful, doggies. Yeah, like a, I don't know, office for the staff or something. This looks like a small bathroom with the, oh, spiderweb. With the plumbing. Teeny tiny bathroom. It'll just come in here and destroy stuff. Until all the lights were smashed. That's what's all over the floor. There's this stuff here. I used to make it out of glass, I guess. I thought that was all ever made out of plastic. That's all I've ever contacted in my days, but that's definitely glass. Pretty good graffiti in here, good amount. Oh, this whole room is just 2 entries. All right, girls, let's get out of here so you don't get your paws cut up. Come on, girls. Let's go this way. Careful. I don't want to be an irresponsible dog dad and have to clean up bloody paws. This one's locked up too. I think I can get in on the other side. What do you think, Winnie? There, that door's open. It's just wires everywhere. Let's see if we can get this door open. Yes, we can. Kind of want to do that again, huh? Yeah, I remember this. I went in this one last time and that door slammed and scared the crap out of me. And it was getting dark and it was late and windy, so it was a much creepier event. Look at that guy. 400 amps, 240 volts. Square D. Same stuff you buy in the store now. This looks like some cool like console. They have like screens here. So maybe this was like an offshoot. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. It's like an offshoot room where they had push the button maybe. I don't know. There's another wire run. Oh, let's go on top. Xena! There she is. Hi, Xena! Let's go up here, girls. This is cool. And up here, got some like concrete thingies. Feels very solid. Doesn't feel like we're on top of a building. I just saw someone over there. Let's gonna be my luck. Okay, so since we're up here, we can get the layout. So we're on top of the control bunker, from what I can tell. I would assume this building that has dirt all facing the... No, Xena. Oh my God. I trust Winnie because I know her really good, but Xena I'm still getting used to. So we're on top of the... It's like the false front. So we're on top of this. All right, now it's straight down on both sides on that. So yeah. So here we are in the control bunker. Down there is just kind of some warehouse. Hopefully I'm pointing the camera in the right direction. You can see Green River off in the distance. You got Whiny Winnie over here making a noise. There is one of the launch sites. Over there is another launch site. And then I believe down there, let me get down from here before I fall. There's another launch site. So there's 3 spots where they'd have missiles getting prepped and ready to launch. So in 9 years, they shot 240 times. Let's do some math here. Once every 2 weeks, we'll say they launched a missile on average. Why don't we go for a walk? Dogs seem to want to walk. There's a launch site right over here. So we're gonna go down here and wander over there. There's a really cool overview spot that I think is where I'm gonna park up overnight. It's up on top of this hill here, and then there's just a cliff off the top of it. So the view is absolutely spectacular. Oh, we're back in Cactus Land. Look at these guys. They are not kidding around. Most of these launch sites aren't actually particularly intact, except for that one with the building still there. There's giant cables just laying on the ground. It's like a little doghouse. Interesting. Something important must have gone in there. Hey, Weenie, you're back. And this looks like an observation point. Xena, we're right here. And the wire run comes up here and then dives underneath the ground to get closer. Honestly, can't believe I got this place to myself. It's a Saturday evening. This is kind of the best weather in the country right now. Not too hot, not too cold. So somebody's got to be around. I don't know what this is. It's interesting though. Hold on, let me check. Let's check this out first. Oh, creepy. Oh, geez, that's a big hole. You can tell they either took out the ladders or there never was ladders. I would guess they took out the ladders to keep people out or to repurpose them. But that's just a hole with a bunch of stuff in it. Lots of mice. How they'd get out and survive in there, I don't know. Must be running through the wires. So here is the track. So it looks like the launch building would come, or the, what do you call that thing? The assembly building. We'll call that the assembly building would slide over this. You can see the tracks. So it'd slide all the way over this doodad. And it looks like I can actually climb up it. Oh, good thing I have practice climbing up my van one-handed. So this is just this is probably the doodad that held on to whatever raised the missile up. So it's really solidly built with these huge bolts. So it seems like you'd bolt something to this that you put a lot of torque on and you needed it to be held down. I have no clue what these things are. Oh, I know what never mind. It's an old tower. Oh, that's crazy. So I think, this is my perception. Let me know in the comments if you agree. But it looks like each of these were just bolted together and then stood up. I wonder if that was part of that assembly. But yeah, this is clearly some sort of tower, in my opinion. Oh, that's all steel. It's a steel platform. It looks warped. Look at that. It's like raising up off of the concrete. Yeah, these towers, I mean, comes up to my chest here, so they're pretty big around. Hi, Gina. So here's the tracks. Kind of like railroad tracks, but smaller. At least compared to modern standards. The dogs just stick their heads in everything. It's hilarious. So yeah, this one is not too intact anymore, but fairly intact. Pad's still here. So what do you think? Cold War history? Middle of nowhere, got it to ourselves. Really no complaints on my part. Can't even hear the highway from here. It's gonna be a quiet night. Yeah, it's quiet. Black widows could definitely be a possibility out here too. Black widows and rattlesnakes. All right, so we've checked out one of the launch pads. We're gonna skip that one down there because they're all the same pretty much. And we're gonna go up to the one with the building. Last time I actually drove my van right through the building, so I think that's what I'm gonna do again. Get in the van, drive down. There's a warehouse down there, and we're going to drive to this assembly building over here, and then we'll drive up to our spot. Who said they did exercises here said they use this as kind of the command post, which is probably why it's so clean. Let's go check this out, girls. Sorry, door. I mean, everything looks nice and functional over there, basically, except for that seal. Is the door move? Oh man, that's a big door. Not under my weight. Oh, they insulated it. It's gross. It's definitely clean in here. Somebody blew something up. Ooh, shit. What is that stuff? Graphic. I mean, to me that looks like toner. There, I don't want to touch that. It doesn't stain my hands. It just comes right off. Now the insulation's coming off. I'm sure that stuff is not toxic. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Oh look. Somebody watch TV in here. That still functions. That must be what locks the door in place. Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. Not lining up anymore. Xena! Buildings aren't actually in that bad of shape. Oh, looks like somebody camped down here. That's a sneaky little spot. Kind of like it. Are people getting wood? I don't know. do you think of the desert, Zena? First time in the desert for you. So I'll be honest, I was super on edge the first time I was here. It was at night, it was cold, it was windy. It wasn't fully at night, it was still a little bit of light when I got here. But it got dark pretty quick. You know, being on an abandoned military base never feels like you're supposed to be there. But as far as I can tell, nobody's ever had an issue here. Come on, Winnie, let's go. All right, let's go check out this building. This building is so cool. I mean, I was so freaked out last time, I didn't even get out and really check out any buildings. I checked out that one building I was originally in, and that was it. I was too freaked out after that. I was pretty new on the road. It was only I was only entering my second year. So I was definitely not entirely the adventure explorer I am today, for whatever that means. There's actually a culvert that goes under this road. I don't know if you can see it on both sides here. Culvert, that's where they put the wires through. It's a pretty simple construction. It just looks like they just pick stuff off the shelf and put it there. Okay, so this is launch pad 3 or whatever. So same deal, got this big platform at this end, big hole in the ground there, these interesting kind of defensive walls. You say we drive on through, it looks like I have the clearance I need. Oh, there's a ladder to the top. That seems like a bad idea. So this building used to move. I mean, it might still move. It just doesn't have the power to do it anymore. Oh yeah, we got room. The AC units. Definitely gotta get a picture of this. That thing hanging off the side there looks sketch. And we could park in here overnight. This is kind of a perfect place to have this van because it has kind of the tactical look to it. And I bet people seeing me parked up on the hill will give them a little bit of pause as to what's going on. Same crappy insulation on these walls. All right, let's check this building out. This building is huge. Could definitely, I would say it's close to 25 to 30 feet tall. Look at that. So I could easily stack 2 vans on top of each other as they're sitting right now, as it's sitting right now. But I could almost stand it on end. Let's look at the relative size here. Yeah, see the van is tiny. Definitely plenty of room. Workbench with feces all over it. Over here is like a whole bunch of sticks just stashed. Gross. I'm actually kind of glad I don't have the dogs in here. Could be quite diseased. There's one of the wheels. And just sitting here at the stopper left where it was left. Can't see the van at all because it's too dark. But yeah, you can see how tall it is. Oh man, somebody put a fire pit right there. I almost broke my ankle on it, not looking where I was going. Ah, that hurt. You can see the remnants of the garage door up there. Whiny Winnie in there. Actually some electrical components present. Look at that door. It's all pushed over. This building didn't look as big as it was last time. I'd say it's about 4 times as long as the van. More than twice as tall, so it's at least 25 feet tall. I'd say pretty close to 30. And then, since I said 4 vans, we'll say 3 vans, so that's about 100 feet long. It's a big missile. This building would slide over. I'm assuming the missiles were as long as the building, because the track is about twice as long. And economically, that's what makes the most sense. Just make it as long as you need it. So it'd slide down to that far end down there, cover the missile, work on it, assemble it, get it ready to launch. Once it's ready to launch, the building slides over here, missile stands up, aims whatever direction it's going to aim, push the button, off she goes. Every 2 weeks, launching missiles. Block house. Oh, there's the garage door. Something's buzzing. Oh, hi, Zena. You're drooling on the side of my van. Hi, Zena. Hello. Hello, Zena. Happy girl. Oh, hi, girls. What's up? What's up, girls? All right, let's drive to the top of this hill and check out our spot for the night. This is a cool spot. Super nice. We actually leave the fence, which is pretty funny. It's just like a cut through the fence, and it just is what it is. But I'm pretty sure this is like the back. I can't see anything. This is like the back of a hill, so I'm assuming they assumed that nobody would climb up here, sneak in the back fence. This spot is pretty magical as far as commanding view of the surrounding area. Alright, here's our nice little concrete pad right on the edge of a big old drop. I was gonna say cliff, but I don't think it's actually a cliff. So we should be able to just scooch right onto this. I'm gonna check out our, oh yeah, it's a cliff. It's definitely a cliff. It just drops. Oh, look at that thing. That was a big rock that fell off there. It looks like it fell off yesterday, but it could have fallen off centuries ago. That's what always kind of amazes me about the deserts. It looks like everything just fell apart, just started to degrade, but it's much more likely that it's been like that for a very long time. All right, so this is our spot for the night. I like it a lot. Nice flat pad. Obviously there was some sort of something or other here before. I'm guessing it was some sort of observation post, because from up here you can kind of see everything that's happening, but it's really hard to tell. Maybe this is where the general parked his RV when he came to visit. Who knows? I do like spots with great vantage points though. I love being isolated up on my own. That way I can kind of get away with what I want to get away with, and I can see anybody coming from any direction, so there's no surprises. We are here. This is our spot for the night. We're gonna settle in for the night.
Starting with a little off the top from the corner store. The funny thing about a little is you always want more. I stole a nickel in my pocket and I'm gonna go far. Now I'm robbing the graves in my own backyard. I am a thief and a liar of the very worst kind. Oh, I sell to the broken and I rob them blind. I'll build you a house with my own two hands, and then burn it to the ground as quick as I can, as quick as I can, as quick as I can.